Move a feral cat from an automatic trap or transfer cage into a wire kennel. Video by Vladimir Kitten Project. During a trap-neuter-return project, which is carried out in the warm months, the feral cats are usually caught the day before surgery and released back to their location the same day as their surgery. It is a fast turnaround. Feral cats are usually not caught and held for days before surgery because the trapper could have unknowingly caught a mother cat whose condition may not be obvious, and in that case detaining her could mean her kittens wouldn't survive. Sometimes, though, there is a reason that a cat can or must be held before surgery. Perhaps a cat is known to be male, or is a big kitten that is too old for a particular foster program but too young to possibly have kittens somewhere out there in the bush. Or perhaps it is winter and kitten season hasn't started yet, making it extremely unlikely that the cat might be a mother with a hidden litter. And sometimes there is a reason that a feral cat must be held after it has been sterilized. Maybe an injury was treated at the same time and the vet wants to see it for a follow-up. Maybe the cat had to be trapped outside of the normal trapping season and now has to have 5 days of heated indoor recovery before it can go back outside in order to safely recover from the surgery. Whatever the reason, if a feral cat cannot be immediately released, then it has to be contained in something larger than a trap so that it is comfortable. The cat can be contained in an escape-proof room. Keep in mind that when the cat is initially being released into the room, it might frantically look for an escape route. If the room has drywall, there is some possibility that it could get damaged during this frenzied search. With a room that is more roughly built, there wouldn't be a worry about nice drywall. Also, whatever style the room, beware of the type of windows that are unlocked simply by twisting the handle upwards and pushing out. Cats can figure these out and escape. If a cat is going to be in a room with this type of window, the risk needs to be eliminated. The feral cat could also be contained in a wire kennel. Importantly, the door of whatever contains the cat cannot open directly to the outside. A wire kennel has to be inside of a secure building, or a room has to be in a secure building, so that if something goes wrong and the cat escapes, it is still contained and can be netted. Whether it is a room, a wire dog kennel, or some other enclosure, it has to be escape-proof. A cat can fit through remarkably small spaces. All they need is enough room to fit their face through to wiggle the rest of the way out. With this wire kennel, weak spots were reinforced with wire as an extra precaution. Bird food dishes are ideal because they can be secured to the wall. Having dishes up off of the floor makes them less likely to spill, and the floor underneath can easily be swept. The best type of cat carriers are ones where it is plainly visible when the door is secured. That will avoid surprise escapes when the door is not in fact locked properly. At the back of the kennel should be cat carriers, secured into place so that the cats can't move them. The cats will want to hide, so the goal is to make the cat carrier their only option for a den. That way, they can be locked inside it when needed. The carriers are placed as far away as possible from the door because the cats will naturally want to get as far away as possible from the approaching human. Cat carriers can be stacked on top of each other if they are also secured in place. If it is warm weather, then the cat carriers can stay bare. If it is chilly, even just at night, then the cat should have something for warmth. The problem with putting fabric in a cat carrier is that the cat might use it as a litter box when they are new to the kennel. When a cat is new to the kennel, it is best to keep the litter box as the only possible option for a toilet. If fabric is going to be placed in a kennel, it is best if this happens after the cat is using the litter box in the kennel. A great way to keep cats snug is to place a small styrofoam box inside the cat carrier. These small styrofoam coolers were donated by a veterinarian after they had been used to ship vaccines to the practice. The coolers can be fitted into the cat carriers either through the doors or by taking the cat carriers apart and reassembling them with the coolers inside. A cooler inside a cat carrier means the cat will stay warm and can also be locked up when needed. When cats are first placed inside a kennel, the caretaker might not want to have a litter box inside because the cats might scatter the litter while initially searching for an escape route. The caretaker might want to wait a couple of hours before putting a litter box in there. If clay-based litter is used, it can make quite a mess if any of it gets outside of the box and any water gets spilled on it. Using an alternative litter that can dry out and not become gummy if it gets wet is ideal because it can easily be swept up and the kennel can be kept clean. Position the litter box so that there is clearance for the cat carrier door to close. Tying the litter box in place will keep it from tipping over. Moving in the cats. To make the transfer, first the gap from the open door should be covered so that the cat doesn't get the idea to escape through it. The caretaker should stand over the trap so that her body is in front of the gap created by the open door, reducing the cat's temptation to escape that way and instead getting it to run forward. Then the door is opened. The cat will usually walk or run out right away, but sometimes it takes some convincing. The kennel door is closed and locked as soon as possible.
There you go. See that cat?
Not having a sheet over the kennel will make the cat seek out the cat carrier where it won't feel so exposed. The caretaker might choose to lock it in there before adding more cats to the kennel. When the cats are new to the kennel and are still jumpy, a broom handle can be slid through the bars of the kennel and held against the carrier door until the caretaker can open the kennel and lock it. This is an easy way to lock up the cats. As soon as the cats get comfortable with the routine and gain some trust in their caretaker, whenever the caretaker wants to lock the cats in their carriers, instead of using a broom handle, they will often be able to simply just reach inside the kennel and lock the doors. To learn how to transfer a cat from a wire kennel back into a trap so it can go to a vet, please see our next tutorial.